My people, 2027 is not here yet, but it seems like President Tinubu is working overtime, is working even more than the devil to make sure that he wins the coming election. You all, guess what? The president invited the 1999 governors to have a one-on-one with him at the villa in Aso Rock. Can you imagine that? It seemed like he's busy strategizing instead of concentrating more on the killings happening in Plateau and in Benue State. It seemed like he's now solely engrossed in just winning 2027 election instead of focusing on, what is happening right now. What is happening right now? At the last APC NEC meeting where Yetwada was declared the APC national chairman, Tinubu seemed to have given himself kudos, saying that things are going on well. Even one of his ardent critics has now become his friend, and they are now giving him kudos on a job well done. He forgot that in the aspect of insecurity, things are getting worse and worse. And, the situation of things concerning security in Nigeria is just deteriorating every day because we're hearing of killings here and there. So if there are insecurity issues that are still persisting in Nigeria, would you give the Tinubu administration 100% or even 70% performance or 60? Let me know what the mark would be for you over 100. What mark would you give the Tinubu administration? Because it seems to think that he's doing well and, he has given himself a pass mark. Anyway, guys, before we delve right into the details of today's news, to dissect the reason why Tinubu have called on these 1999 sets, don't forget that Tinubu was also one of those governors, one of those people who were governors during the 1999 year when Nigeria transitioned from the military regime into a democratic one. So before we, dissect the reason why he has called on these governors, is it to brainstorm or is it to strategize towards winning the 2027 election? We are going to discover that in the rest of the video. But before we do that, guys, if this is your first time here, or you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? What are you doing on YouTube if you're not subscribed to Newsroom Nigeria? Please go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you log on to this channel. This is the right place to be. This is where you can get the most reliable and authentic news. Also, leave your opinions in the comment section. Very importantly, don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up. That way we're encouraged to keep giving you more reliable and authentic news. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below. According to a report by Vanguard on Friday, January 25, 2025, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 5,000 Naira Palliative scheme has been firmly rejected by his fellow class of 1999 governors who argue that it does little to address Nigerians' worsening economic crisis. After a closed-door meeting with the president at the villa on Friday, the group proposed a more enduring solution centered on job creation through grassroots industrialization. Led by former Edo State Governor Chief Lucky Igbinedion, the former governors urged Tinubu to establish cottage industries in all 774 local government areas. They stressed that sustainable employment, not token payment, would rescue Nigerians from economic despair and reduce rural hardship. Are they not saying the truth? Of course they're saying the truth. 5,000 naira. You cannot even dash somebody 5,000 naira anymore in this country. 5,000 naira is now was the old 1,000 naira. The new 5,000 naira was the old 5,000 naira, because you cannot even say you cannot even dash somebody 5,000 naira and say that you have done something in the life of that person. 5,000 naira is something that you can finish spending 5,000 naira in one sitting. Before you buy this, buy that. How much are they sending one rubber of rice? Maybe 3,000 naira or so. Before you buy one Congo of rice, before you buy pepper, you buy the likes. 5,000 naira don't finish. And according to this 1999 governor said, they said, if you are giving them this stipend, it's like you are just adding to their woes, you're adding to their sorrow, because after they use this 5,000 naira to get breakfast, what will happen for lunch? What will happen for dinner? Not to talk of what will happen the next day. So if the federal government really wants to impact the lives of the youth, if they really want to do something for the citizens, they should create jobs. They should create jobs at the grassroots level, at the state level, Industrialization is the way to go, not, sending stipend, not giving them stipend, not giving them 5,000 naira. It can do nothing. It can do nothing. What is 5,000 naira to a family of 4? Not to talk of to a family of 5. 5,000 naira. At least before the day ends, be rest assured that 5,000 naira will finish in a family. So the federal government trying to say that they want to help Nigerians with 5,000 naira is like a waste of time, because it's like back to zero. After the 5,000 naira has been exhausted, is it not back to zero? Is it not back to the starting point? I think that there should be more, permanent solution to helping people or to eradicate poverty. You cannot eradicate poverty with giving people 5,000 naira. How? After the 5,000 naira has been exhausted, they are back to poverty. You cannot eradicate poverty with 5,000 naira. But what the federal government can do is to create jobs. When young people have jobs, there will be less hardship. They would not be able to resort to violence. They would not be able to, resort to all these, social vices. Stealing, kidnapping will reduce. If people have jobs, if they know that at least by the end of the month, this is what I'm expecting, people will be able to cut their coat according to their size, according to the salary they are getting. They will be able to manage at least budgets. It's better than you don't have a job, you are not getting anything, which is what this 1999, set of governors have told Tinubu. We hope that he listens anyway. Moving on, speaking on behalf of a group, Igbenedion said, 5,000 naira cannot buy much. Questioning the practicality of a federal palliative program, he asked what a beneficiary would do after breakfast, let alone for lunch or dinner. The governors also raised alarm over the country's security situation, stating that no meaningful progress can happen without stability. Tinubu reportedly appreciated their suggestions and promised to keep the lines of consultation open. Let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video. But before we go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. The first comment here says, so Tinubu met a bad economy and made it worse. All we are saying is that it should take us back to Buhari. During Buhari's regime, people were also complaining. It wasn't like it was not rosy during those times, though. But because this government has shown us shege, like shege promise, people are now wishing they are back to Buhari's regime. Because even during Buhari's regime, like I said, it wasn't rosy. There was hardship at that time. People were complaining. But because this one has taken us to the next level of shege, people are now wishing they were back to Goodluck Jonathan or Buhari's regime. Not even Jonathan, not to talk of Obasanjo, Tinubu 1999. Stop these excuses and altercations. It doesn't help matters at all. Tinubu is a colossal failure, period. Another person says, Tinubu is suffering from memory loss. Honestly, that is not with us here. It's actually operating somewhere very strange. Another person says, lazy jokers. So Tinubu should establish cottage industries in all 774 local government areas. What are the governors doing? He cannot go to establish industries in all of those local governments, but he can as well instruct governors, pressure them to do the needful. The allocation going to these states now is a lot more than what it used to be. He could pressure them to do those things. It's not necessary for him to be the one that would do it, but at least he should take a step in the right direction. Or should be doing, what's all the bonus from fuel subsidy removal going? I think these guys are senile. Meshach says, increase Naira value, reduce import duties, and the economy will be better. Don't you think if he reduces import duties, people will be able to import a lot more things than they are now? And at the end of the day, the Naira will still depreciate because of the imports and the overdependence on foreign products. Another person says 5,000 naira cannot even cook a pot of soup. 5,000 naira for what, really? I don't understand. Chris Aribana says Tinubu is always relying on palliatives to solve the economic crisis that have befallen the Nigerian people, especially the poor and downtrodden masses. This is bad management, and this is why I keep saying that Tinubu lacks the intellectual capabilities and management skills to manage a big and complex country like Nigeria. You don't depend or rely on palliatives to solve economic hardships and sufferings of the Nigerian people, because palliatives are a very temporary measure. What Tinubu needs to do is creating an enabling environment for Nigerians to strive in business, create employment for them by attracting investors, both local and foreign, to invest in the country, like building factories and others. This is what South Korea, Singapore, and other serious minded countries around the world did decades ago to survive, and today they are happy to have created employment for citizens, especially the youth. Tinubu is never thinking in that direction. All he does is doing and talking politics 24/7. Tinubu is all the time thinking and planning of how to win 2027 presidential election and do a second term instead of sitting down and working out how to give good governance to the Nigerian people, which was why Nigerians gave him the mandate. If he actually gave him the mandate to govern them for 4 years, not politicking. You all, let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I'll see you all in my next video.